Hello there! On the 4th of July, I have been to where we are to! Oh my god, I can't even get started on explaining what happened because it's all just... I just have to process it. As I live in the middle of nowhere, we had to drive about 2.5 hours to the actual venue, which was in Berne. And as it was a big concert and there were lots of people, traffic jams, so many, it took us about, I think, 3 hours or 3.5 hours. Eventually we got there, thankfully. On the car ride, I was already a bit mental. I kept laughing at things that weren't even remotely funny. As we were there, we queued up, and then I thought, because I was told so, that the support act, 5 Seconds of Summer, would start at 6. We started queuing up at 5 to 6. Then, at 6, they started playing Heartbreaker, She Looks So Perfect, and Beside You. And I was like, they started, I am gonna miss them, because the queue looked as it was never ending. So I thought, I'm just gonna miss it. And I was looking so forward to seeing them live, because I love them. And I just lost it at that point. I just gave up on life. I was standing there, hearing the song, and as the song had ended, people had cheered as well. So I thought, yeah, they are on stage. They are right there, and I'm not able to see them. And it was horrible. I just gave up on life. I was so close to tears. 10 minutes later, we were still in queue, and suddenly Berne began to play, and I was like, is this a cover? No. Then we sat down and we literally had the best seats ever. We were sitting there, quite high up. The stage was right in front of us. I mean, it was far away, but we could perfectly see it. 5 Stars started to play. I just lost it. Solo, oh my god, that was the best thing ever. I might or might not have shed a tear during Amnesia. It was just so beautiful. Really, it gave me goosebumps, and yeah, it was perfect, really. They were there and I could see them, and they were actually there, and I just couldn't believe it. It was hella fun! And I was so sad when they left after only 10 songs, I think, or 9. And then we proceeded to Dancing Macarena, hey! Which was quite cool, because everyone in the stadium, or almost everyone, danced along, and it was quite cool. As the intro began playing, I just lost it. The intro is so cool. In the beginning, there were actually fireworks. It was so cool. It just all fitted together so perfectly. But I think they had to stop with the fireworks because it started to rain after like 3 or 4 songs. I don't really know when it started actually, but it started to rain, and it was raining heavily. There was actually a thunderstorm, you could say. It was raining, there was lightning, there was thunder, there was wind. For the people standing downstairs on the pit, it must have been horrible because they were soaking wet. And the boys also got wet, very wet, because it was really raining. Don't Forget Where You Belong was also one of the songs that I was close to tears.
I've been a lot of places, I've been all over, seen a lot of faces, never known where I was, on the horizon. But I know, sun rising, back home.
It was just beautiful. Ah, I want to go back. Through the Dark was very pretty with all the lights.
Show me that you burn your thing, I can see your head, sit on the chain, but I just wanna see
In the center of the stage it was black with like yellowy golden lights, so that was so pretty. Happily was probably the coolest thing ever, because I did not expect it to be that amazing. I mean, I love the song and they were singing really well. And then suddenly these confetti things came out and they were in the whole stadium because it was so windy in the stadium. And during little things and also moments, I was just taken by everything. My emotions went. I just cried, man. I have waited for this moment for so long, and then it was so beautiful, and it was just amazing, really. Little things and moments right after each other. That was a bit too much for me, and same goes for you and I, because it was so beautiful. At that point it was really dark, and you could see all the lights from the whole audience, and it was just so pretty. Not even the gods above separate the two of us. Nothing can come between you and I. And then the laser thing started, and that was so cool because of the rain that was falling down. It gave the laser a unique effect. I don't know, I've never seen something like that before, really. The end was just perfect. As the whole show was perfect, but the end was like, it was so dramatic. When the show was done, there was this big lightning over the whole stadium, and then the thunder made like a huge kaboom, and I thought it was part of the show, and I didn't quite realize that it was still pouring outside. In the matter of seconds we were just completely wet, and when we got to the car we were just completely wet. Everybody was pissed that it was raining, but I just felt like it was supposed to happen. You get out and it's just something special, and then there's rain, and for me it was just perfect. I know that sounds mental, but for me it kinda had to be, and I liked it. Where We Are tour was perfect. It was amazing and unbelievable and heart-touching, and oh my god, I have seen my two most favorite bands live now. Like, no, it didn't happen. It's just like, okay, I have to calm down and let it set in whatever has to happen. Goodbye!
And a dream, and those moments you'll never get back again.